Penta's the new IC champ. What's up, Jared of your TV, the weekly set review of Monday Night Raw. They kicked off the show with a pissed off vision at Seth freaking Rollins because Paul Heyman blamed Seth Rollins for Logan Paul losing his opportunity, and says he lost his claimed spot of a main event at WrestleMania because Logan Paul has set a record of tying Brock Lesnar of eliminating 3 people in the Elimination Chamber match, even though he might have stole all those eliminations, but he did. So Paul Heyman's blaming Seth Rollins for it. Austin Theory's pissed at Seth Rollins, and then a masked man starts coming out. So Logan Paul chases off the masked man, and then another one comes out, and Austin Theory chases that one out. And then there's a third, which Paul Heyman is staring down, and coming from behind, the fourth masked man being Seth Rollins hits Paul Heyman in the back with a steel chair, and then stomps Paul Heyman's face into the ring. And Seth Rollins stands tall, and he leaves the arena. Seth Rollins having all his hair out, seeing that Seth Rollins has all black hair, no more yellow highlighted hair. Seth Rollins means business. He seems very serious, so maybe we have a more serious Seth Rollins returning. But we've yet to hear from Seth freaking Rollins, but he's taking out Paul Heyman now. Paul Heyman was put in the ambulance. He was sent off in the ambulance. Logan Paul and Austin Theory is ready to fight for him, when Austin Theory gets super kicked by Jimmy Uso. And then it's revealed that the ambulance driver is L.A. Knight. Yeah. And L.A. Knight says he's going to be taking real good care of Paul Heyman and drives off. Then we had Gunther versus Dragon Lee in a match. Dragon Lee attacked Gunther before the match, but then after that, Gunther got an upper hand and just dominated Dragon Lee the whole time. He ended up ripping the mask off of Dragon Lee, and Dragon Lee quickly tapped out in the sleeper hold so that he wouldn't have his face revealed, and then a ref put a towel over Dragon Lee's head. But Gunther stands tall over Dragon Lee. There was a quick second that Dragon Lee's face was revealed, so Gunther has revealed Dragon Lee's face. I'm curious where this goes down the road, because I know most luchadors are not supposed to have their face revealed, so it's interesting what's going to happen to Dragon Lee next, because Gunther has revealed his face. We get to see AJ Lee for the first time since winning the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I know it's not an AJ Lee figure, but I'm using Zelina Vega as for her. AJ Lee says that she just came back so she could beat up Becky Lynch, defending her husband CM Punk when she returned in Chicago. But she says, now that I'm back as an Intercontinental Champion, I'm getting ready for WrestleMania. But WrestleMania, we're going to get ready for WrestleMania, but I'm going to be a defending champion. So next time you guys see us, or next time we see her, she said she'll be defending that Women's Intercontinental Championship. So I guess maybe next week or a week after that or something on Monday Night Raw, we'll be seeing AJ Lee defending that Women's Intercontinental Championship, because she says she will be a fighting champion. It'll be very interesting to see who AJ Lee defends her Women's Intercontinental Championship against first, and who she defends it against at WrestleMania. Then Liv Morgan had a backstage promo vignette thing about talking about how she's going to defeat Stephanie McMahon for the Women's World Title at WrestleMania. Blah, 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 your typical WrestleMania hype video. Then Rusev took over the show, getting on the announce table, talking about how he wants to go one-on-one with Oba Femi. He's done waiting, and Oba Femi comes out, and they go face-to-face. And Oba Femi pretty much says, if you want some, come and get some. And they start brawling. Rusev and Oba Femi, 2 massive men, went face-to-face, and then they started brawling and beating the holy hell out of each other. But Oba Femi gets the upper hand on Rusev. Rusev hits the ropes, and Oba Femi catches him and hits him with a huge slamming choke slam. Rusev rolls out of the ring. He looks mortified that he just got manhandled by Oba Femi. And then they announced next week it's going to be Oba Femi versus Rusev. This match is going to be awesome. 2 massive men are going to absolutely destroy each other on Monday Night Raw next week. Then we had Rhea Ripley and Io Sky come out, and it was Rhea Ripley getting interviewed, talking about how she's going to have a match at WrestleMania 42 for the Women's WWE Championship against Jade Cargill. I know these women are taking shots already on social media at each other. So this is getting this rivalry that literally just started this weekend, because Rhea Ripley won the Women's Elimination Chamber, is already getting heated. They're already taking shots and stuff. There's already real beef with each other. It's crazy. Jade Cargill's making some nasty comments I saw on social media, and I guess it carried over into this promo. Rhea Ripley is ready for Jade Cargill for WrestleMania 42. Then Jimmy Uso went one-on-one with Austin Theory. This match got interrupted by Logan Paul attacking Jimmy Uso, which a returning Jey Uso, who was taken out on Friday on an ambulance. He comes back with crutches and taped up, gets in the ring, and Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso beat up Logan Paul with the crutch. and Austin Theory. The Usos stand tall. The Vision scatter. It looks like Mania is going to be a tag match with the Usos versus Logan Paul and Austin Theory. But what does that mean for a Seth Rollins? Maybe a returning Braun Breaker, or maybe Seth Rollins has to take down the Beast one more time at WrestleMania. All I know is it's pretty obvious that we're going to get the Usos versus Logan Paul and Austin Theory for the tag titles at WrestleMania. Then we got to see Danhausen for the first time on TV on Monday Night Raw. He did debut at Elimination Chamber, but we got to hear from him for the first time. He went up to Adam Pearce and gave him a list of stuff that he dropped in the toilet about how he wants his Triple H pointy picture and so many other things. And then Danhausen got to meet the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and JD McDonough, and Dominic laughed at him. So Danhausen cursed Dirty Dom. So Danhausen has cursed Dirty Dom. Will that affect Dirty Dom's match that he has against Penta for the Intercontinental Championship next? Dirty Dom did tell Finn Balor that he does not want any help during this match. And Penta went one-on-one with Dirty Dom Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship, and we have a new Intercontinental Champion. Penta defeated Dirty Dom. He tried getting the help with JD McDonough, which Finn Balor stopped JD McDonough from helping Dirty Dom during this match. And Penta hits the Canadian Destroyer on Dirty Dom and wins the match. 1, 2, 3. We have a new IC champion. Penta is our new Intercontinental Champion. Finally, Penta has won his first ever WWE Championship in WWE since debuting last year at the beginning of the year of 2025. Now here we are in third month of 2026, which is crazy. We're already in the third month. We are in March, and Penta is the new Intercontinental Champion walking into WrestleMania 42. Penta will be the IC champ. I think we're going to get a match between Finn Balor and Dirty Dom now at WrestleMania, not for a title. Who will Penta defend against? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait to see. But in my personal opinion, this absolutely should have been the main event, and Roman Reigns should not have main evented just because he had a promo. Penta and Dirty Dom should have been the main event, and Penta should have closed the show, becoming the Intercontinental Champion. Well, the main event, Roman Reigns comes out. Boring. We haven't seen Roman Reigns since the Monday Night Raw, right after the Royal Rumble, when he won the Royal Rumble. The man just never shows up to work. He comes out and says, "Acknowledge me," like nobody cares. I know some people care, but I could care less about Roman Reigns, if you can't tell. And then quickly, CM Punk came out. CM Punk's music hits. He comes down to the ring and tells them that it easily could have been a tweet, which he was right. Roman Reigns is literally useless to be on TV. And then these two went back and forth, and Roman Reigns talks about how he's going to retire CM Punk early at WrestleMania. And CM Punk did not like that, because then after that, CM Punk absolutely verbally abused Roman Reigns on the mic. Talking about how Roman Reigns is obsessed with CM Punk and he can't stop following him. CM Punk was the original person of the Shield picking him. He did not pick Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns weaseled his way in because he was obsessed with CM Punk, and all these different things about how Roman Reigns has always been following CM Punk. And then CM Punk's like, you're not going to retire me early at WrestleMania. At WrestleMania, I'm going to destroy you. And he goes, you got nobody to help you. You're alone. You got no wise man. You got no family. You got nothing. You are alone. At WrestleMania, I'm going to bury you so hard that you're finally going to have somebody to be with, because I'm going to bury you right next to your father. That's how CM Punk ended that promo. My mouth literally dropped open. I could not believe he said, "I'm going to bury you next to your father." If you don't know, Roman Reigns' father passed away not even a year ago. I could not believe CM Punk said that. I was like, oh my God, did he actually just say that? Yes, he did, because I even rewinded to rewatch it. CM Punk literally, mic dropped, said, "I'm going to bury you next to your father." I was like, oh my God. So, absolutely insane mic drop. I'm assuming Roman Reigns approved that promo. I was like, God damn, that was ruthless. Once again, Roman Reigns gets cooked in a promo. Shocker. This man sucks. So there you go. That was the review of Monday Night Raw this week. This Monday Night Raw kept me pretty entertained. I was very excited for Penta winning the Intercontinental title. Cool to see Danhausen finally. I loved the beginning of the show with the ambulance with freaking LA Knight and everything. Roman Reigns' promo sucked, but damn did CM Punk cook Roman Reigns. I cannot wait for this match next week as well. So thank you guys for watching. Go check out my Instagram. I highly appreciate that. That is all lowercase JW Live. Also, go check out my TikTok, which is lowercase JW_live. Highly appreciate that as well. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys, because we post every single day on this YouTube channel. Awesome wrestling figure content. So make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss awesome wrestling figure content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Penta.